Still, 90 years old, I still have a crush on her.
Oh yeah, she's still
She's just a doll.
Yeah. No, when you see her being interviewed, she's still got it all, the spark. She's still funny. So as I say, she's very, very clever. Just a shame of some of the films that she was in, other than Sound of Music and Mary Poppins, nothing really has gone that brilliantly, sort of thing, for her. But I think she preferred it on the stage and that sort of stuff anyway. Anyway, how are you doing with all those wonderful comics you won?
Oh yeah, well, I've sold about 30% of them and got all my money back.
Oh, brilliant!
So the other 70% of basically pay, free.
Yeah. Now, when you were showing those metal men that you didn't know that you had, sort of thing, I was thinking, shall I or shan't I? I'm sure. I mean, I've got up to 34.
No, they've been sold.
Yeah. Good.
Stephen, Stephen Gentner watched the video and he bought all the Wonder Women and he bought all the Metal Men.
Yeah. Yeah, I was 30. Because I've got up to 34 in omnibus, and then I just bought the other one, sort of thing, sort of afterwards, apart from the reprints. Well, I say, I think I got 4 or 5 to get, but I was thinking, I wonder, should I? Because I mean, that was really nice and cheap, weren't they? Sort of thing,
Yeah.
But
I mean,
I'm glad they've been sold.
They've been sold. That solved your problem.
Were you able to show Stephen them photos?
Which one? Which photos, Kyle?
Of that.
Harold Shogun. No. Norman Mailer signed.
1941 newspaper.
Yeah. No, I'm not sure he collects newspapers. I don't know. Maybe he does.
No, we were just talking about wartime stuff and crazy little ephemera. And I mentioned that I have a Norman Mailer signed wartime newspaper from Norman Mailer. So he just found that interesting. Not many people are historians like that. When I find them, I get excited. I'm like, hey, here's something random and cool.
Yeah.
How many people can say they have actually a couple hundred people can say it. That they have a newspaper from Norman Mailer's personal pack rat collection of newspapers, but mine's actually signed by him. So, because again, he just thought it was ostentatious and stupid, but he thought it was sweet. I was giving it to my mom, so he signed it.
Where did you meet him? At a book signing or something?
No, I've done some stuff with his kid, and I got to communicado that way. I mean, 30 years ago, I spent my life in touch with famous people.
Yeah.
A lot of charity work and stuff, but hell, my whole life, any downtime I had, it was 3 to 10 times a week. I was in touch with somebody or their agent or their publisher, to the point that it's just second nature when I do it now. If I want to get in touch with somebody, I just make a phone call. My wife goes nuts. We see something on Netflix, and I'm like, I want to talk to the director. She's like, you're nuts. And 2 days later, I got a message back from the director and a package in the mail on its way. And she's like, what the fuck? And I'm like, I just what I did.
You've got the chutzpah. You've got the chutzpah, Kyle.
It's just what I did. I know how to get in touch with people.
Yeah.
And I understand the word no. I've been told no 1,000 times, but it's like you can't get told no if you don't ask.
No, that's right.
So, and a lot of times I was asking for charity. I'm like, you want my point of contact? That's great. But if not, here's how to reach Central Indiana Special Olympics. If you send anything, send it there. I'm not part of the equation.
Now that's how I do it on eBay. If there's a particular book I want, I usually write them a nice letter. I'll send them a nice email. Sort of. So I know you're not asking for price, but being as blah 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 sort of thing, I've been really 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 sweet about it and everything else sort of thing. As my father always said, you should always ask sort of thing, because if you don't ask, you don't get, and all that sort of crap. And so many people turn around and said, "Oh, well, if your father said it, you better get a discount." It's usually Americans that do it too as well. But you've got to save that postage some way or other. Getting to the stage now, bloody crazy when you're ordering something that costs 10 quid and you've got to pay 50 quid to get the bloody thing.
Yeah, as
Oh,
long
yeah,
as you're reasonable and kind, it should be expected to have some understanding there. So.
Yeah, but effectively, trade sending comics out to the States is on hold.
Yeah.
So when Stephen bought these comics, I said to him, you know, you're gonna have to pay a fortune. He said, no. He said, hang on to them. I'll pay for them, put them to one side, and I'll send them to me when this tariff nonsense has gone away. So I said, yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, I got another message from Bosnia today. I had a package sent in April that it took 2 months for it to reappear, and it was sent back to them. Basically, it said, we're not accepting anything but documents. And then they finally released that. And I got a message this morning, hey, these can ship out again. Then I got a message 4 hours later that said, hey, no, they put that same restriction back on it. Now, granted, what I'm getting are historical pieces of ephemera, but they're not, it's not a personal letter.
No.
And that's the only thing that can be mailed here from Bosnia is personal letters.
Yeah. No, it's just so ludicrous what's being charged now all over. Sort of, no matter where it comes from, sort of thing. The postage is just going up and up and up all the time.
Lyle, if you want to join in, I'll put a link in the chat.
But,
where you know Lyle from?
Lyle, I've been in contact with Lyle for a few years now. I think he watched one of my videos once, going back 2-3 years, and since then he sent me comics and I've sent him comics.
Nice.
Generally FOC. Yeah. He's in British Columbia, and I think when I first dealt with him, he was working on oil. Were you working on oil rigs, Lyle? But I think he's retired now. But he's got a phenomenal comic collection and some really obscure stuff. Yeah,
right up our alley.
Yeah. He collects something, and he collects a comic strip from the Junior Daily Mirror in the 1950s. Yeah.
Oil and gas industry.
Well, our Daily Mirror.
Yeah.
Guessing that was his livelihood. Why don't you come on and tell us about it, Lyle? Yeah, I'm guessing I don't have anything in my premium collection that he wouldn't already have. I have a lot of old promotional comics, but
yes, that's it. Space Captain Jim Stalwart. You ever heard of him?
No.
No, I've never heard of him either.
No.
But I did find, because when you mentioned it to me, I went onto UK eBay, and there were some really nice, clean copies, and they were, dirt cheap. So I bought them for him. I sent them off to Lyle. He's since sent me some stuff from Canada that I wanted, and
generally, I just love that stuff. I call those shoebox trades because like baseball cards or stuff or comics. Yeah. You used to have in shoe boxes and just take them over to your neighbor. Hey, I got these. You got those. Let's trade. That's what I still do with Boston Scott. I still do that. Like 8 years in, I still do. I mean, I traded him my first Black Panther for some important Spider-Man issues for the kids, but we still do shoebox trades on top of it.
Yeah.
Here's $100 worth of comic books that I know you like. And I'll just be like, yeah, I'm including $100 in comics that I know you like.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's just, Terry sent me a free mug. I sent him some Alan Clark stuff, It's...
Yeah.
So I said, if it wasn't so unreasonable, I'd just be shoveling stuff over to you guys. I got stuff that just be like, Terry, here, let me fill 20 holes in your collection. I'll just give it to you.
Yeah, but Canada's so when I first started with Carl, the postage was quite reasonable. I think the postage from UK to Canada is still okay, but Canada to the UK is crazy, going up ridiculous amounts.
Well, and they're on postal strike right now, so.
Oh, they got another one.
They're on a postal. Last I heard, I'm imagining it's still in place because it was in place yesterday.
Say, Mark, is Lyle the guy that's on Alan's show?
Lyle is on does go on Alan's live show occasionally.
Yeah.
Yes, that's right. Yeah.
I appeared once, showed my wares, and disappeared off into the ethers. Alan went, I would like some of those books. I said, okay, here you go. This is what I want for him. And he did one of them rare trades. I'm like, all right, I'll take it. Which is ironic because one of the books he sent me was Wonder Woman 122. And of course, he just let go of 121.
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
I still got a 2.0 122 sitting around here waiting for somebody that wants it. It's only 2.0 because the cover's detached. It still looks fantastic, but the cover's detached.
Yeah, I think I've got the I've got the Wonder Womans that I'm sending to Stephen here somewhere.
So you made out like a bandit to no one's surprise. If 30% covered your nut.
Yeah. Well, I think I said in my video.
I paid
£1,000 for these, but I think they're probably at fair market value. They're worth $4.
Yeah, I figured selling about 50% would cover your nut with no problem. So getting it at 30% is awesome.
Yeah,
and being able to keep what you can keep on.
Yeah, I mean, I gave Stephen the 20%. The advantage of buying, buying and selling comics, it's about buying, because if you buy cheap, you can offer your buyers, you can sell cheap, and and everybody makes a win. So Stephen, I gave him 20% off fair market value, which is still reasonable. So these are the Wonder Womans that Stephen's getting.
And how many people have you ever known that got an Aquaman 1 for free? I mean, there's no other way to put that. You got that for free.
Yes, I have got it for free effectively now, yes.
Yeah. I love that when that happens with my books.
You've got all the rest of them free. I take it on next Saturday or Sunday rather. You're taking them.
I'm taking a bunch to the London Comic Mart. Yeah.
Well, I mean, they all look so. They was all in beautiful condition, really, weren't they? Considering how old they were.
Some of these are really nice. I mean, there's one or two of these Wonder Womans I've graded at very fine, and because I went to see Darren just after the auction, because he's only about an hour away from the auction house, and he graded some as well, and he was grading them at very fine as well. So
because they weren't bagged and boarded either, were they? They were
they weren't. No.
So just sitting.
Well, I think this was an original collection. The guy bought these new in 61, 64. This is the only way you get them in this condition.
Yeah.
I mean, this one I've got as a 7.0. I mean, they may even come back higher than this one. Is the most valuable one here. I think that's in a very fine or even higher. This is a great cover with "I Married a Monster."
Yeah.
The cover or the thumbnail of today's show, I'm guessing.
Yes, that's right.
Nice as well. That most of the 9D marks are in the right place, aren't they? They don't really take away
where it's stamped.
And
they're stamped over the Comic Code Authority rather than the middle of the in the middle of the cover.
Face of somebody. And a lot of them have faded as well, haven't they? So not too bad.
And then you still got a bunch of 3 to 5 pound She-Hulks and all that stuff where you make a pretty penny.
Interestingly, you were there, Kyle, on was it first Sunday night when I was doing my Whatnot show? Guy came on and said, "Have you got any John Carter from Mars?" Well, the other thing in this collection was a full set of John Carter of Mars, which I hadn't bothered bagging and boarding or doing anything with. And I said, well, he said, "Have you got number 1?" So I said, "Yes, but I've got the full run." So I went and got them, and I put number 1 up, and I said, "But I've got the full set here. I don't really just want to sell number 1. So if you want number 1, it's going to be 30 quid. And he said, "Well, how much for the set?" And I said, "You can have the lot for 50. So we bought all of them. So that was another 50 quid, This one, so this is interesting because this is This looks really nice. It's number 137.
Can you make yourself bigger so it takes the live out of that so we can actually see it? Because the little live banner's covering up the comic when you hold it up there. So there you go.
So this one, unfortunately, the cover's detached. So I said to Stephen, you can have that one for nothing. If you buy the others, you can get that for nothing because it presents really well.
Yes, lovely.
You know,
Right. It makes it a 2.0 is what
it does. It makes it a 2.0, so it's not worth anything. So, and here are the Metal Men's. He doesn't.
Yeah.
What he doesn't.
A 2.0 122 is $100.
Well, there you go. These are the Metal Men he's taking. Number 1 he'd already got. That's number 4. Number 9. And you don't see these in high grade very often. You can't see Metal Men, you see, but they're unusually in really rough condition. That one's not in as good a condition.
That number 20, I've never ever seen that in good condition. The original I had, I don't think it was in great condition.
No.
Everybody knows about the marble chipping with Atlas, but the same goes for DC from like 56 to 62. They were using borderline Charlton paper and covers too. So those are harder to find in better condition. And you got that run of a whole bunch of books in that late 50s, early 60s area in ridiculously good shape. So
yeah, I mean, it was luck really, because the thing is with something like that, you know, it was one lot. The auctioneer didn't know anything about comics, clearly.
Darren's backstage.
There he is. Why aren't you? Oh, you're not appearing.
I would have loved to have seen you get that 36 Flash Gordon, but yeah, that went for what somebody's going to get.
Yeah, unfortunately, somebody else had spotted that.
Mind you, I think you got the better deal, didn't you? I mean, you got that and missed out on that one.
Yeah. No, if you asked me, I would have preferred to have the one I got, and I didn't expect to get it. I did not think I was going to get it because there was 20 people watching who'd registered an interest in the lot, and I just thought there's too much interest here. It's going to go, but I don't think anybody had been to look at them, and I don't think anybody else had spotted the Aquaman number 1.
No.
That's what did it. They all look like $20 or $5 fillers, and people were missing the obvious, which weren't obvious to people that don't know what an Aquaman 1 or.
That's right.
I'm kind of surprised you didn't pull a Hawkman 4 out of that when you were going through.
I was hoping there was some. I was thinking there's a number of keys quite adjacent to this lot, you know. So I was thinking, you know, we could have had the first cover appearance of Zatanna, which is an Atom 19. I thought that could have been in there, but it wasn't. We could have had the first appearance of Star Sapphire in Green Lantern.
Yeah,
that wasn't there either.
I actually thought that was in there just from the images, but it was the one where he was punching himself in the face.
Yeah.
But it had that side image to it where it's like, that could be that.
That one, do you mean, Carl?
Yeah. Which I couldn't believe that those didn't get picked up. When you did the treasure chest, I couldn't believe those didn't get picked up. I couldn't believe those Brave and the Bolds didn't get picked up.
Well, when you say didn't get picked up,
I'm not even a DC guy, and I'm like, if you just said 25 pounds and you get to pick any of these, except for a couple of throw-in Blackhawks, all of it was worth 25. All of them, single issues were worth 25.
Yeah, I mean the Blackhawks aren't worth much. Rip Hunter's not worth much. And what's his name? Tommy Tomorrow. I kept calling him Johnny Tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Those were stack-ons to single digit, or like issue 20 of Green Lantern. Yeah, I was like, Jesus, okay. Get that and a Blackhawk for I guess, what, 35 Americans.
Tommy tomorrow didn't half move around, didn't he? Because he went into action, then he went into adventure, and then he went into then he went to say into those brave and the bold to try and get him his own series. And I think he did have his own series for a few issues. I don't think it lasted too long.
Terry, is your mic petering out again?
Don't do it mine.
I think it's you, Kyle.
Yeah, I think it's you.
Well, I'm only hearing it when you talk, though, Terry. That's the weird thing.
Like a crackling noise.
Yeah, I'm gonna mute you, Kyle, and we'll tell you if it's you.
I think
Yes.
it's Kyle.
It's Kyle.
Yes, Kyle.
It's like scratching on the mic.
What are you doing, Kyle?
You muted me, but I still heard it coming, is what I'm saying. Mute Terry and see what happens.
No, it's you.
Yeah, it's not me.
That's weird. All right, I'm gonna go out and come back in, but yeah, that's kind of weird because, like, if it's me, I don't usually hear it when I'm muted.
I haven't even got that
back.
mic anymore.
Somebody's watching us from Colorado.
No.
Spinner Rock Studios. What a great name. Are you spinning any rock in your studio? So, Spinner Rack Studio.
He's getting his Tommies and Johnnies mixed up again.
I'm getting my racks and my rocks confused.
How are you, Darren?
I'm good, thanks. I'm good.
Yeah. Sent any comics?
No. Well,
yes, he has. He sold a whole bunch to me last week.
Yeah. Are you going to show us some, Mark?
Well, I can do, because I haven't done. I'm going to do a video of your stuff, but I haven't because I've been quite busy this week preparing for the comic mark.
I know it's been like everything's happened for you this week. I've got plus you've already shown them all, haven't you? Yeah, in when did I show? I mean, obviously I've shown them for you to see them, to say I want that in my stack.
Yeah, but you showed them the other week.
Over the month.
Yeah. So they're cracking. Some of the ones I picked up there, especially like the Batmans and Detectives. I went through them again yesterday, and virtually every single one is for the PC. Because they're all DC.
The ones from me or the ones from the auction?
The ones from you. Yeah, the ones from you. Because they're all, obviously I've picked out stuff that I collect. So virtually all of it. And and of course, because I've picked them out, they're not duplicates. So yeah, they're virtually all for the PC. Yeah. Particularly
postage as well, didn't it?
Yeah, it was a short box nearly. So
so there've been a few pop. Yeah.
I know. I put one.
Saturday swap shop. I kept piling stuff on your freebies and all sorts.
He did, yeah. I got a lot of freebie stuff as well. So I got the first Sad Sack for free. I found it. It's a little advert about this big.
Yeah.
I didn't get that number 69 cover you said you were going to send me. In the Daredevil.
Which one? Me?
Superman 69. You said you're going to send it to me.
Oh, poo! It's on your other stack. Then it's on.
Yeah, yes, right.
Because
hopefully I have it before my birthday. I just want it before my birthday.
It'll be on your other stack, Cherry. It'll be on your other stack. That was your paid for stack, and then you've got another stack.
Yeah.
Don't worry, you will get it.
Yes, sir. No, I mean, to be honest, I was looking to see if I could get one because there was 3 advertised because Steve, Tempest saw them, but they're actually all the same book.
What are we talking about?
The coverless 69.
Oh, so you're looking for a coverless one?
Yeah. Well, that's the cover, isn't it? So I was looking for a coverless one.
Yeah, I'm going to say that's lucky because I'm going to send you the cover, yeah.
Yes, right. but what I'm saying is there's 3 of them on there at 3 different prices. They're all the same bloody book. They're all the same from the same person. Well, it's got them at 3 different prices.
From the same person?
Same person. They're exactly the same book. It's got it on there 3 times at 3 different prices.
on
Well,
eBay.
you know, you've got to admire a man for trying, haven't you?
Totally
Yeah.
weird. Yeah, but because one of them's got free postage and the other two are postage. They're all from America. You know, it's from America. But yeah, so it's weird.
All right, am I cracking up again?
Nope.
No, I don't think you are.
No. But yeah, no. So no, all it was is I'm thinking of doing a sort of for my 69th birthday, sort of like early, you know, obviously next year, and doing a 69 video. I don't know.
Yes. Okay, Terry. Well, we'll
I don't know how to
that.
write it down though. That's the thing. You know, you imagine the thumbnail.
You get banned from YouTube.
With it. You'll probably get banned.
It's a 69 celebration.
Yeah.
Do you know? You Spinner Rack Studios. You can buy those spinner racks, can't you?
Yeah, they're very expensive.
They're pricey now.
They're very, very expensive because they're so
I cringe when even with bags and boards, I cringe seeing books in those because they look neat, but I also know they bend. Gravity
you don't recommend
lifting them up. It just
they're the worst possible way to store comics in a shop.
Mm.
Really?
Yeah, they're shocking.
Okay, that's a shame.
Yeah, well, I mean, the
still
thing
love
is,
the look of them.
if they're not in bags and boards in the shop, they're not going to be in bags and boards, are they?
Even with a bag and a board, they're still going to. The thing, because it's usually a metal.
When they were being sold in those things, there weren't any bags and boards. So therefore they were. And I mean, people pulled one out and then all didn't like it and shoved it back in again. I might.
Oh, you got 2 vintage racks and 2 reproduction. I bet they look great. I mean, yeah. As long as you rotate them a bit and move them around, they should be all right. Sure, it's only time that is going to cause them to bend.
Yeah, and then they take up so much space. You got limited space, so I don't know. I'd have loved having one in my 30s, but having one of those in an apartment would have been silly.
Comic Mike is here. Good evening, Comic Mike.
I think my mic is busted. This sucks. I think something's broken my phone now. Or I'm being bugged. That doesn't surprise me at all. Every time I say fuck you to the system, something else goes wrong.
I'll show you the comics that I've got. So these are all duplicates. These will all be going to the so I've got 2 copies of some of these. Hang on.
Mark, I'm gonna dip back out and reboot my phone and I'm gonna dip back.
So I think I showed you that one.
Yeah.
Green Lantern.
I think you've done a fantastic job bagging and boarding these.
Yeah, they're great, aren't they? I was very cheeky. I went round to Darren's house with my auction win, and I took these comics in. I said, "Can you bag and board them for me, please?" Not only
I've never been very salty in my life.
He gave me the bags and the boards free and did all the bag and boarding work for me, even graded some of them.
Yeah, Spinnerrack saying he's got the books in my like 2s and 4-backs. So when they're all in bags and boards and all that kind of thing, and they're packed into those frames, then they're fine. It's just when they was originally sold, they didn't have any of that. They didn't have any bags and boards or anything.
I think that's great. Yeah, that's how to do it.
Yeah. So if you pulled out one without any bag and board, and then I don't want that, and they shoved it back in again, and not only damaged that one, they damaged the 2 that were in between as well, sort of, you know.
Nice Doom Patrol.
Nice early Doom Patrol.
Yeah, I have now. I have got Doom Patrol now. It's one of these ones where there was an auction lot, and I picked up about 10 or 12 of them, and then that was it. I had to start because I got the modern Doom Patrol because I love that clinging to the wreckage and the ones on from that, but I hadn't got this original Silver Age run.
They went up to 10p, 9p, 10p.
Yeah, 10D.
Yeah, that's right. That was a secret.
I managed to pick up the first Eclipso on a Whatnot sale a month or so ago.
Select templates. Good. Okay.
This one's awful. Somebody's put a stamp right over Flash's mouth.
I thought I looked like somebody had drawn teeth on him. That's what it was. I thought it looked like teeth.
It does look like he's got
filled his
teeth.
teeth. Filled his teeth in, haven't they?
Yeah, somebody has filled his teeth in as well. So he has got a stamp over his mouth, and somebody's coloured his teeth in. So I'm only trying to sell this one for £6. I think I might have.
If you send it to me, I take it to my dentist, see if he can do anything.
Yeah.
Lyle's tried 7 times to get on.
Who's tried?
Lyle says he's tried 7 times to get on.
Is the link not working, Lyle? Let me resend the link. Here we go. Maybe it's not working for Canada. Maybe you've got a tariff on StreamYard links. I should have added that to Stephen's pile. I don't think that's Metalman 3 in a fairly decent grade. That's enough.
Yeah, it's nice.
They
say it's so unusual to see them in them conditions. Oh, great!
These ones are not from that collection. These are just ones that I had.
I like that cover.
Anyway, that's a great cover, isn't it? On the hand grenade.
Yeah, because when they did the reboot for Julie Schwartz, when they did the thing that they used that cover for a new story.
Oh, did they? Yeah. And this is a nice cover as well. This is one of the ones I think it was from that collection because it's been graded by somebody with a VG sticker.
Yeah. Wonder who that is. Only VG.
He's a tough grader. I have to tell you, he's a tough grader.
I know he is. I know. That's what I like about Darren.
Mark, have you got someone waiting to come in? Because there's several messages in private.
I've got nobody showing on the listing.
Who's Chuck Few? Is that Kyle?
Oh, Chuck Few. Yes, that's Kyle. Kyle, I can see.
Right.
All right. So am I back?
Yeah.
Now we're hearing you.
Okay. Now you can hear me. Okay. One thing I want to let you know when you're putting that link in.
Yeah.
You have like some verbiage beforehand that says like look at the thing or whatever. If you can delete that, that's causing glitches.
What the new to streaming thing?
When you try and go to it on StreamYard, it pulls up the whole thing and won't let you pull up the StreamYard itself. So if you take out the little verbiage that says,
okay, let's see.
Let me see here. New to streaming or looking to level up, check out StreamYard and another 10%. Yeah, cut that out of there because they pick that up and it won't let them just go into straight into the HTTPS StreamYard. So if you cut that out of it and put the link in there, then when they hit it, it doesn't kick them out to go to start a StreamYard.
Right, I've tried to do that. Let's see if that works.
Yeah, and they should be able to click on that and then just click the necessary buttons about accepting cookies and stuff. I mean, you can still get on with that on there, but you have to do 3 more steps to dance around it. And
right. Okay. Well, I've cut the stuff out now. So
now I'm not cracking up or anything anymore, am I?
No.
Not at the moment, no.
Yeah, my phone got incredibly hot for no damn reason, and I lost 10% of charge. I shut it off and reset it, but I'm guessing I'm being...
Yeah, and those Black Hawks are not, they're really nice, but they, unfortunately, nobody collects Black Hawk.
Can you make yourself big again, Mark? Because I can't see him better.
Yeah, well, at least Gray would probably take higher grades if they're going that cheap.
Yeah, so I'm hoping Gray's going to take these for his wages on Sunday. Yeah.
He said he would, didn't
he? Yeah, speaking of wages, I'll say it 25 times. My wages for a long stretch could be covered by that X-Men 35. Oh my goodness!
I've never seen that one before. That's not Nick, is it?
Yeah, that is Nick Cardiff. Yeah,
doesn't look like
he did all the covers from issue 1. Was not
that big kid doesn't look like his art.
It's different, isn't it? When Darren saw it, he said it looks like a House of Secrets cover or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
So,
I mean,
Mark,
how does how do these teeth fit in his mouth with a chin like that?
well, exactly.
I'm starting to crack up again already. This is nuts.
It's a nice
You know what
looking
a big movie at that time was, Mark,
Sorry?
with all those covers like that?
Yeah.
Attack the 50-foot woman. Because they have.
Yeah, you're breaking up again, Kyle.
I hear you, Kyle. Yeah.
I'm going to check out and see what's going on with my phone.
There we go. You got any comics, Terry?
Well, I'm doing about to do another Elseworlds one, so I pulled out all these Elseworlds. But today, because I've ordered, the Strange Adventures. I'm still waiting for 205 to arrive. I mean, hopefully that'll be here in a few days. But I was picking up other bits and pieces where Dead Man's in, and I got a hold of a decent copy of this. This arrived today.
Oh, that's nice. Let me make you big. Hang on a second. Oh, yes. Yeah. Brave and the Bold.
Yeah.
Batman at
No,
Dead Man.
wasn't that in your pack?
No.
Yes. I definitely. Well, I have it because but I don't think it was in the stuff you gave me.
No, the auction lot.
No, it wasn't that one.
No.
What was it? Oh, it might have been.
I've seen that one in the last few days. I think it was in your auction pack.
I think you're right. I think it was.
Yeah, I think I saw it when you was looking at different things as well.
Yeah, it was. You're right, Darren. I think it was in the auction lot. It's in my.
I was watching last night. Roger and Metarog.
Yeah.
And oh God, what's his name? Oh, I can't his name was in my head now. It's dropped out again now, sort of thing. Not is it not Lyle? Kyle? What's his damn name? The guy just had a birthday. That's usually he's usually on Cover Slingers as well.
Big O.
Rayman, that's it. Right? Yeah, right.
Rayman.
He was showing a load of different books and everything else, and then he showed the Phantom Stranger, and he showed 4 Phantom. He showed, I think he showed 3 of them actually, and the Phantom Stranger and Dead Man. Now I thought Dead Man was in for a lot more issues, but it wasn't. It was only in 4, and I've ordered all those today. I offered some money to different people for the 4 issues. A couple of them are probably nearer Grey Man's grade than mine. But I didn't really have a lot of choice because otherwise, you're talking about, what we said about earlier about postage, 30, 40 quid.
Okay,
but anyway,
I
just sorted out these Elseworlds, and there was a couple of things that I found out while I was doing my research with them anyway. First of all, this isn't an Elseworlds book, but it is a Batman and Dead Man one. But it actually is just a straightforward graphic novel with those 2.
Is it just a one-off?
Yeah, it's a graphic novel with just those 2 in it.
Yeah.
But I had it in my Elseworlds box, but it isn't an Elseworlds one. But this one, this is, going with my research, this is, Gotham by Gaslight is the respected first Elseworlds story.
Yes, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah. But it never had Elseworlds on it.
No, it doesn't.
No, I bought that when I was a collector. I bought that off the newsstand. Not the newsstand, but the comic shop.
But it never had Elseworlds on it. I think later editions, they've added it, but it was certainly weren't on the first.
Who's the author on that? Because I think I've got
Alan Grant.
Alan Grant, that's right.
Yeah. Not Alan Grant. Sorry, Brian Augustine.
Brian Augustine.
Brian Augustine and Michael Mignola was the artist.
Mike Mignola, that's it.
Yeah.
That's why I can remember it.
Yeah.
Well, at the time that came out, I don't even think the word Elseworlds had been invented.
It wasn't.
So I think it's a later word.
It wasn't. Well, that's what I'm trying to say. And when I was doing my research to say the ones that I'm doing, this one, Batman Holy Terror, this came out a year later, but it's the first one. It's the first one that had Elseworlds on it.
Right.
Yeah.
That's the first one. But lots more. Batman and Houdini.
Wow. Not seen that one before.
And then there's these 3 Red Rain. I've got two of them a Titan version, one of them a DC version. But,
have we ever had Dead Man on film, on screen?
Dead Man? What do you mean?
Have we had any cinematic interpretation of Dead Man?
I think he's been in an animated series, but I think
He's not been on a live
not
action.
in a real life. I'm not in a real life thing. No. Yeah, no, it's definitely been in animated, because I think they did do a Justice League Dark, didn't they?
Yeah.
This was the 3-part thing with Batman as Dracula. It was a Crimson Mist, and then Bloodstorm.
Nice.
And then we have Batman in Darkest Night, so Batman as Green Lantern. And then Brotherhood of the Bat.
Are these all recent pickups, Terry?
No, I've had these a long time.
Yeah.
But I just took them out as a pile of the ones that I'll do next on my next Elseworlds video.
Yeah.
Then went to Superman. Last Stand on Krypton. This story is the total opposite of his origin. He lands on Earth. So he lands on Krypton, I should say.
What, from Earth?
Yeah, from Earth.
And is he super powered on Krypton then?
Yeah. But it's a crazy story. Don't know whether you've ever seen this one. People hate it and other people love it. As I said, that was great. It was written by John Cleese.
No,
Superman.
I've never seen that.
Superman True Brit. But
No, I've never heard of that.
It was written by John Cleese. Well, Kim Howard Johnson and John Cleese. But
is it any good?
Is that a
yeah,
hardback?
it's fun. It's real fun. It's a real fun story. I mean, it's such a long time since I read it, but I know it is fun. It's so it's very, very comical. But there's all the art. But yeah, that's. I know some people hate it and other people love it. It says, in an original hardcover with a completely different take on the Superman legend, writers Kim Howard Johnson, Monty Python, the first 280 years, and Monty Python's John Cleese, 40 Tales and a Fiscal Wonder, artist John Byrne, to tell the rather British tale of a Superman reared in England by adoptive parents who raised their son to hide his powers and shun the limelight.
Was he in Western Supermare?
But in a world where tabloid journalism, page 3 girls, and obsession with celebrities reigns supreme, does a proper upbringing stand a chance? Only a Superman can find the answer. A Superman who's a true Brit. But you can imagine. Let's have a look. You can just imagine it. I mean, partly written by John Cleese. It's you can imagine the ludicrousness of it all. Yeah, that's right. Superman in Western Supermare.
Load of Ranger knew that.
Yeah. Superman Inc. 1989. I can't remember what this one was about. And Superman: A Nation Divided. And this is another one that's truly hated. I don't know why, but Superman at Earth's End. It's like a very commandy kind of tale, this one. And then there was Superman and Superwoman. I'm sorry, Superman and Wonder Woman, Whom Gods Destroy. This is book 1.
And you read all these, don't you?
Yeah.
Well, you have read them all at some
I have
stage.
read them. I have read all these, yeah. I always know when I've read them because they're catalogued with my number on and they're sealed. The ones that aren't, I haven't read. Actually, this is 4 part. This is actually not 3. 3. And number 4. And then there was an Elseworlds finest here, Supergirl and Batgirl.
Oh, I think I've got that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have had that one.
I think that the origins of here are the same, basically the same as they were Superman and Batman, but it's in female.
There was a recalled Elseworlds book. I think it was a Batman, but I'm not sure.
No,
80-page giant.
That was 80-page Superman. That was an 80-page.
Right.
Sorry, you're right. Sorry, 80-page Batman one, and that was because there was a Superman story in it where their super baby was put in a microwave.
That's it.
I did actually have that because the book was stopped DC, but it was too late to stop the supply that came over to the UK.
Yeah.
So the UK had it, but the Americans didn't because it never got there.
Yeah.
I sold my copy. I sold my copy about 3 years ago for about 140 quid. It doesn't go for so much now.
It's about the right price.
Yeah, because what they did, they reprinted it. They reprinted it without the baby thing. And then the next time they reprinted it, they put it back in again.
Oh, is this the one, Elseworlds Annual Super Baby?
Yeah. The one that's Super Baby in the mind. But they did, again, as I said, they reprinted it without it in. And then a few years later, they reprinted it with it back again. So it all depends on which you've got. So, because you might have, if you've got the original, it's worth a few bucks. It's not as worth as much now because they've done the reprint.
Yeah.
It's not worth as much. But,
so where is everybody in the UK? So Lyle's asking where we are. So I'm just outside London, North London in Essex, in the rural Essex countryside. Terry, where are you?
Yeah, I'm down in the south of England, in a place called Christchurch it's called Bransgaw's the village, but it's outside Christchurch in Dorset, which is the southern part of England. And my next video, my Tuesday video, I'm going to be having a scenic route around it while I'm talking about, a question I'm going to ask my audience. So you'll see, if you watch my video, you'll see part of that down to the little island called the Isle of Wight and the little needles that come off of it and around that little area. So,
yes, and I might come and invade you, Terry. Because we're coming down to Bournemouth, Christchurch area with the motorhome because we got some friends who live in Christchurch. So I'll let you know. Maybe we can meet up for a pint or something.
Yeah, sure, that'd be brilliant. Yeah, amazing.
And Darren, whereabouts are you? You are in the godforsaken part of the country.
I'm in the middle. I'm in a black hole, the middle of nowhere.
It is really in the middle of nowhere.
South Yorkshire, North Lincolnshire. There's nothing there except my house.
Lyle says his family's originally from Maidstone in Kent.
Oh, nice. So we got Somerset, Devon, Essex, and
Dorset.
Well, I can only describe it as somewhere in the middle of nowhere. I mean, it really is odd. You're driving around. So one moment you're in South Yorkshire, the next you're in North Lincolnshire, and the next, it's very odd.
And Nottinghamshire as well. It's only about 5 miles away.
Yeah.
Well, I'm in Dorset, but we pay our council tax to Hampshire because Bransgaw Christchurch used to be in Hampshire. And they've never seemed to have forgotten it. so therefore, we pay our council taxes and other different rates and everything else to Hampshire. But I can literally drive, 30 miles, just 30 miles, and go through 4 counties. So it's sort of crazy. I was just saying, in Hampshire, Dorset, then Salisbury in Wiltshire.
So Lonely Ranger, whereabouts in Somerset are you? It's a nice county.
Yeah, because you said Devon, it's Dorset.
Dorset, sorry, Dorset.
Don't go to Devon because you never find your mates, your friends in Christchurch.
No, we're going to go down to Dorset with the camper van, and we're going to hire a car, and I'm going to see my mum in Dorset. So that is the plan.
And Lyle still can't get on by the looks of it.
No. Near Taunton.
No, Lyle's given up. Carl's trying to call his phone down.
I found my wife in Taunton. Yeah, that's where I got my wife from.
Was you bagged and boarded?
No, we were. It was a it was a blind date thing. My best friend lived in Taunton, and his wife Claire was a good friend of his wife, and they invited us to a role playing party where everybody was from Star Trek. So I was Worf, and my wife was Beverly Crusher. So yeah, Worf made off with Beverly Crusher that evening.
Wonderful. Oh, brilliant.
Excellent.
Thank you.
Well, Bill said he'd be on, but late.
Let's see if Kyle sorted out his phone.
All right. I was overheating. I don't know if my phone battery's screwing up or what's going on. So, am I coming through?
Yeah, you're okay now. So don't overheat yourself, Kyle.
Well, I'll know in 3 or 4 minutes if it's going to decide to overheat again.
Try and stay cool.
Drag the fridge out of the kitchen. Put it in the fridge.
Darren, have you got any comics to show us?
I've got nothing. I've been down playing with the Orcs all week since you left.
You've been World of Warcrafting. Is this with your new? Yeah, Darren is with a new group of Orcs. He's jumped ship with his old gang, and he's with a new gang. And he's how are you getting on with the new lads?
Yeah, pretty good so far. We got there's some new content coming out tomorrow night at midnight. So I've got one hardcore week, and then after that, I might be able to back off a little bit and do some comics.
We'll believe that when we see it.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
Kyle, have you got anything you want to show us?
Anyway.
All my comics are upstairs. I haven't pulled anything new out in a minute. I showed my newspaper that's down here, but I wish. Too many comics on my wish list watching you guys again. You guys just keep pulling out books that just make me fucking drool.
Oh,
damn,
hang on a minute.
Own and read.
Kyle, I put one of Darren. I put one of the bound comic editions on eBay. I put it on at 500 quid.
Yeah.
I've had no bites yet. I think it's because the Americans aren't buying anything because of the bloody tariffs.
Yeah.
But I went through some of these two big bound ones. Let me just So Darren, and so with these bound books here, Darren and I have come to a deal on them whereby I get a percentage for selling them, and he gets the rest. But these are great.
Did Steve pounce on those atlases?
Yes. Look at this. This is Standard Comics. And it's a bound volume without covers. But even without the covers, these are the artwork and the stuff here is just amazing. I spent a good few hours going through these. There's loads of characters. Buck Ranger.
They're amazing volumes because there's so much in them.
Yeah, they're absolutely stacked. Spectro, Master of Magic. Look at that. These are all from the late 40s, early 50s.
And the pain in the ass to that time is the indicia is on the inside front cover.
Yeah, exactly. So there's no indicias. So it's impossible to tell. But the Black Terror was their sort of main character. I think it was Standard, Best, and Nelco or Nedco or
Nedor.
something. Nedor, that's it.
Nedor. Nedor.
You see what Lyle's saying?
What does Lyle say? Trump made another comment about Canada becoming a 51st state again. He keeps having a go at it, doesn't he?
Just, I'm running out of humiliation for being American. I'm literally running out of humiliation for it. It's utterly disgusting. I'm waiting for old Gulf War vets to just drag them over to Coles for the no fat generals. Well, what the hell was the generals? You know, I mean, Patton was a wiry little guy, but like Omar Bradley was a fat general. Oh no, Norman Schwarzkopf, who was the general who headed the Gulf War, was a fat general.
Strut Simons. Never heard of him. Have you ever heard of Strut Simons, Kyle?
No.
No. Rick Howard. There's just hundreds of them. I've heard there's a couple of female jungly women here. Oh, Judy of the Jungle. Look at the artwork here.
You said Judy of the Jungle and you showed us a cowboy.
No, Judy of the Jungle, there she is. Can't you see her? She's at the front of the canoe.
Oh, sorry. I was watching on the other side. I was just clicking on to see how many people were watching, and I was watching the normal screen. And it's like about 10 seconds behind.
Roger Dodger.
Oh.
They're amazing, these.
Yeah. Oh, would that have been out before the Dandy character?
No, because these I think late 40s, early 50s. When did Dandy come out? And Dandy it was 1940s, I think.
Yeah, that's right.
Johnny Dale.
I got to check out.
So they nicked the other Roger the Dodger and also the Dennis the Menace. Then
no, Lyle. These are all US. These are all standard comics from the US.
Yeah.
These are all US.
Yeah. So I say that. So they nicked Dennis the Menace and Roger the Dodger.
Yeah. Looks like it. Oh, this woman going through the jungle is very athletic. Judy of the Jungle. Yeah, she's a fit lass.
She's a fit lass. On
there's another jungle woman, Tigra.
On Comic Mike's channel the other day, he was showing Rima.
Rima, yes, I've got the full set of Rima.
Yeah, Rima. Yeah. Well, she was based on a book from 1903.
Yes, Greyman has done a video. Greyman visited the statue.
Yeah.
To the guy who wrote the original book.
Yeah. Because I mean that means that 1903. That means she was around 9 years before Tarzan.
Yes.
So, I'm wondering where Edgar Rice Burroughs got the idea from. That's what I'm saying. She was there. She was.
Yeah, it's a great series. Very underrated. The Rima Jungle Woman series.
It's about 7 issues, isn't it?
Yeah, I've got 2 sets of it now.
Yeah. Have you actually read it? Is it one of the ones you've read?
I haven't. No, it's not one of the ones I've read. I'm tempted. It's on the possible read list.
Yeah. Probably not buy much from across the border, right?
Yeah. No. And I can understand why, because they're just ridiculous tariff charges going on at the moment.
Well, that was that's what surprised me about that Strange Adventures 205 I'm getting, because Mint Hunter, that's come from America. I can't think of the name of the company now. That's coming from America, and his postage was very cheap. and it also went on the eBay Euro thing. Their what's it called? The eBay's postal system. But
so Lyle, yeah, sorry, Terry, carry on.
No, I'm just saying the postage really surprised me. But I've just had the notification about it coming, and it's gone into what's it they call it? Oh, well, I can't think of the bloody word now. But it's gone into something or other that they're sort of hiding it away for a while they inspect it. So I don't know when they're going to get the bloody thing. And that's here. That's in this country. It's actually arrived in here. So I don't know what they're talking about with. There you go. What's the name of that thick bookmark?
Right. So Standard Comics was in business between 1939 and 1956. Standard was a prolific publisher during the golden age of comic books. Best known character under the Better imprint is the Black Terror. In June 1949, the Better and Needle imprints were consolidated as the Standard Comics line with Standard Comics flag logo. So these are all Standard Comics without their covers in a binder. So superheroes were American Crusader, American Eagle, Black Terror, Captain Future, Cavalier, Doc Strange. They had it. There's one of the Doc Strange in here, which I think is very, very. I think if they were still around, they could have sued over Doctor Strange.
Yeah.
And there's a character called the Phantom Detective. Hang on a minute. Let me just.
But Doc Strange wasn't out in Marvel till 1961 or something.
No, it was 63, 64, I'd have thought. But it's certainly before then, anyway, or after then. The Phantom Detective. Mm-hmm.
So, Kyle, Lyle, this is something somebody has had bound. Okay, this is what people used to do occasionally. Is they would take comic books and they would get them bound. You basically have to trim the comics to get a nice flat surface. So the comics are trimmed, so which is a disaster because it means they're worth less than if they hadn't been bound.
Sometimes they take the covers off, and sometimes they don't.
Sometimes the covers are off, and sometimes the covers are on. I had a couple of bound sets of Planet comics last year with the covers on, which was fine. There's a character here called the Grim Reaper. Isn't there a Grim Reaper in Marvel?
Yeah.
Yes, he's Vision's brother, isn't he?
Yeah.
But anybody that has done those things, they probably weren't alive. They're not alive now to sue.
And there's a Wonder Man.
Right.
Yeah.
So
there's a lot of very similar names, isn't it?
Nothing new under the sun, is there?
Silver Knight. What was the character?
Black Knight. Rather than the Black Knight, we got the Silver Knight. Yeah.
See if I can find the doc. This character's quite good. I quite like the stories with this one. This is a woman called Tara who appears to have got a glass helmet on her head
and a red dress
and a skimpy red dress.
Yes,
that's what every astronaut should be wearing.
Yeah, especially those boots. I like the frayed boots, the frayed high heels.
Yes.
Yeah, what you should be wearing in space, high heels. Makes walking so much easier.
Here we go. The Grim Reaper's back.
You see, despite the fact that they're trimmed and despite the fact that they're not having covers, these are pretty rare comics.
Very rare.
They're bound. It's a very unique item, I would imagine.
I put it on the bay for 500. I couldn't bear to put it on for any less. What's
it listed on in ebay.com or .co.uk?
.co.uk. Go to Bound Golden Age. You search Bound Golden Age Standard.
Bound Golden Age
and Standard.
What's your name on eBay though? Is it still Southerly
Comics?
It is Southerly Comics. Yeah. Be easy to find under that, I expect.
Oh, I see it, Mark. Yeah.
Look, and you get this great. Some of the, even though the covers aren't here.
Yeah, that's
Look at that.
fabulously done.
Princess Panther.
Yes.
Double page spread.
Another
And the colour,
task
these have not faded at all.
No.
The colours are really bright.
It looks like they were done, and there was never a red, didn't they? They just say.
Yeah.
Like
Oh, here we are. Here's Doc Strange. He looks like It looks more like what's his name? Doc
Savage.
Is it?
Doc Savage. Yeah.
Yeah, that I'm convinced that will sell, Mark. I really am. Maybe not for
Absolutely.
500, but there's people out there that would die for something like this.
Yeah, I mean, these things are so rare. The comics that these were in. Look at that,
Lovely,
Princess Panther, another double page spread.
Beautiful art, though, isn't it? Really, for the time.
Yeah.
The shame is that some of the covers of these were, people like Alex Schomburg and some of the greats.
Yeah.
Some of the Golden Age greats. So I've got a bit of the indicia on this one, which says 1948 for this Princess Panther.
Yeah, I see it. Yeah.
I love the way they're all shoeless, walking around the jungle.
Yeah, so the comic was actually called Thrilling Comics. Yeah. Or one of the comics that these were in was called Thrilling Comics.
It's amazing, though, that they kept the adverts, but they didn't keep the covers.
They might have been remainders, of course. When they sent them to the newsstands, they didn't sell. They sent them back without the covers. So it's possible that this was a number of all the
at that time. Was it a thing that?
Yes, it was a thing at the time. Yeah. There's quite a lot of Princess Panther. She seems to be quite popular.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
No, or she wasn't, if it's been sent back.
Amazing. I mean, the artwork is great. There's splash pages, even without the covers,
Oh.
Yeah.
So I'll put it out there. You never know. I don't think anybody will buy it in the UK, so we'll probably have to wait for the tariff wars to end.
What season is that, Lone Ranger? Lone Ranger. You've seen Sheldon's Apartment, Big Bang Theory. Which season? I've got the 12 seasons here. There's a lot of episodes to go through and look.
Oh, a Captain Future poster can be seen in Sheldon's apartment in Big Bang.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, that's really nerd. That is definite nerd. That is definite nerd knowledge. Lone Ranger, well done.
Many, I think. Right, I'll have to get watching.
I reckon Trump's tariff is simply a reciprocal tariff based on the 20% VAT we would charge as the UK. So it's just 20% of the value gets added.
But it's not 20% though. It's all over the bloody place.
They're charging $50 for a $10 book.
Oh my God, is it really?
Yeah.
Well,
that's outrageous.
It was like I said to you, those mugs I wanted to send it was over 40. It was 40 quid to post them, and that didn't include what they would have been charged the other end, which might have been another 20 quid. So to send a bloody mug that's worth about £12, to send a mug worth 12 quid.
Well, hold on, because there's the postage and then there's the tariff. My understanding was the tariff's just a 20% of the value of the items inside the package. The postage is completely different. That's what delivery companies want to charge. They're rip off anyway. Is that not how it is?
But that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, Darren. That they wanted the postage was 40 quid, which was bloody ludicrous anyway, and they would have got charged a tariff at the other end for the damn thing. If it had been comics, it might not have happened. But the mug,
it's always been horrendous to send to the USA.
And not only that, they would have had to prove that mug wasn't made in China. Because if they couldn't prove it wasn't made in China, they would have said it was made in China, and the bastards would have charged 100%.
Yeah, I mean, I've sent bound comics to America over the last few years, and something like that sort of size, Royal Mail, international tract, 35 quid. Okay. And you know that before you set out, and you go, okay, it's 35 quid, and I think you get something like 250 quid insurance included on it.
Yeah.
So I don't think that's not too bad if you've got an item that's 500 quid, So if it's a mug and it's costing 35 to 40 quid, it's not worth it, is it? But if you've got a book that's worth 500, paying 35 quid for the postage is okay.
Yes.
But like I said, the other end, there was no guarantee. As I said, they would have had to prove it wasn't made in China. And if they couldn't, they would have paid another 100% on top.
Okay. That's nice. I'll have to go and watch Big Nasty Show. I think there's a show tonight. I think Stephen said there's some show tonight that he's on, and they're all going to wear customized hats that look like the Legion of Superheroes fortress or something. I lost the plot. So that sounds good fun though. Yeah. Right, I think we might be finishing there, guys.
Was that the original fortress?
I think so. Well, I don't know. They've had a hat made like it anyway. 3D printed. Yeah. Okay. Let me shrink myself. Okay. Anything else, Terry? You want to talk about?
No, I'm fine. Just say if you've.
Darren.
No. I mean, if all goes well in a week's time, I might have more time for comics and less time for orcs.
We can hope. Thanks for watching, Lyle. Thanks for watching, Loner Ranger, for joining in. We'll be back next week with another show. Until then, it's goodbye from us. If I can work out.
Cheers.
Bye.